Kundalini yoga is amazing. Besides the controversy and the things that are there. And those are also things that we cannot deny. To me, it does taint the technique when the master himself is at least accused of some heinous acts. The question around, did the gurus do Kundalini yoga? Categorically no, they didn't. The reason we know that is because the vast literature that they left us, which teaches us what is their technique. So there may be one reference or two to the word Kundalini, but that is not an implication that they practiced that yoga. Now, having said that, what you learn through a practice like Kundalini yoga is amazing. So I would recommend anything that gets you out of your everyday mind. Having said that, one of the things that I encourage is once you've tried many different traditions, pick one in order to really take it to the extent that the masters of those traditions want you to go to. You often find people that say, yeah, I tried a bit of Buddhism, and then I did a bit of Zen, and now I'm trying yoga, and then I think I might be a Sufi next, and a bit of this and a bit of that. And it's wonderful to try all those things, but you will never really get to the end goal if you have multiple trainers. And I use the analogy of being an athlete. If you want to reach the peak of your athletic performance, you can't have 5 different trainers. All of them will be good. All those coaches will teach you different techniques. But once they start contradicting each other, because that is their technique to get you there, then what will you do? Then how do you develop? So at some point, you must pick one coach in order to go all the way. And I think that's been something that I've tried. I've tried Zen is a wonderful technique, but it's a very difficult technique as well. And you can't just try a little bit of Zen. It's a very difficult technique, but a wonderful technique nonetheless. Kundalini yoga is amazing. Besides the controversy and the things that are there. And those are also things that we cannot deny. To me, it does taint the technique when the master himself is at least accused of some heinous acts. One of the things is what has been around and proven itself, what is tried and tested. And that helps me to navigate between some of these New Age spirituality teachers, which over time some controversy or the other does come out, or things that have stood the test of time and have been around for hundreds, if not thousands of years. So maybe that's another way to think about it. What's been around? What's actually proven itself over time? And that's not to say that during Guru Nanak's time, I'm sure there were people who were saying things about him as well. But that's where you have to go and you have to figure out what is working for me. And be very clear in your mind, what does it mean that it's working? So I'll give you a personal example of mine because I'd like to share. I have hugely benefited in my life from the lectures of Rajneesh Osho. Transformed my life. Are there controversies around what he did in his life? Yes, there are. Do I agree with all the things that he did? Absolutely not. But am I able to disassociate the wisdom that I gain from some of the negative things? Yes, I am. And I've always been brought up with this one simple technique in life: take the good and leave the bad behind. And so this is a roundabout way of saying that ultimately you have to decide for yourself what is working. But Be clear on the end goal so that you can actually start to make your way there, rather than getting yourself attached that I am only a yogi now, so I'm only going to do this, and attaching yourself to labels. Be flexible.